franktalks.com.
A reading from The Lifestyle by Terry Gould. Hi, I'm Zoltan, and welcome to another edition of Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles, a reading from. This week's reading segment comes from Terry Gould, The Lifestyle, pages 232 to 233. Generally, Butler wrote, swingers agreed that for successful swinging, a couple had to have a viable relationship based on love. At home, that meant constant communication, respectful language, and keeping arguments free of personal attacks. At a party, the number one rule was reassurance. No matter how enamored marrieds allowed themselves to become with others on the dance floor or lost in passion in bed, spouses, by touch, word, or after-sex discussion, must always strive to comfort each other with the knowledge that their pleasure was part of a co-marital experience, not a progression to an extramarital love affair. Ignoring the rule of reassurance led to a feeling of betrayal no different from what straight couples experienced when they got wise to an adulterous spouse. Abiding by this rule meant putting the marriage first at all times. That is why Butler could claim that swinging marrieds probably represent the least revolutionary of the emerging alternative lifestyles that he examined in his book. To non-swingers, of course, it seems incredible that one could enjoy sex with an intriguing extramarital partner and not feel anything beyond non-committed love. But veteran swingers say they have learned how to put a cap on a romantic experience. You go off privately with someone, Jennifer Lomas once explained to me, alluding to her preference for closed swinging, and you have a fantasy affair with a beginning, a middle, and a fond farewell. You just compress it down to an evening so no one gets hurt. There's no midweek calls, oh, I love you, I have to see you again. There's an understanding. This is happening in the lifestyle. The art of it is you feel admired and affectionate, so it's erotic, but you let your husband know it's not a threat, it's a fantasy with a friend. It should always be borne in mind that these are long-married, middle-aged people who are able to function this way. Most swingers will tell you that couples under 30 or couples just falling in love are incapable of combining all the fun of a short-term extramarital fling with all the social, economic, and emotional benefits of traditional fidelity, which the social rules of the lifestyle allow. Couples in their 30s and 40s, swingers say, are much better equipped than younger folks to accept that their beguiling diversions are, in a literal sense, as fantastic as a Hollywood dream. Middle-aged swingers easily step in and out of their fantasies simply because they have been around the block a few times and know how to control their hearts. Because their fantasies are bookended by a loving marriage, they are recognized as plausible only during the experience of the fantasy, not beyond. The entire play couple philosophy is structured around sharing fantasies, in Bob McGinley's words, and it requires the maturity to be able to strictly circumscribe the experience of the fantasy. Forbidden fantasies derive their texture and pleasure from their seeming impossibility, but swingers believe it isn't that much of a compromise to experience them in the safety of a sanctioned environment with the approval of their spouse. The lifestyle party provides the venue, sans the lying and hurt that an affair can cause. Overall, the rule of engagement couples follow allows them both to display the kind of emotion to extramarital partners that keeps encounters erotic and express love within the marriage to keep the encounters non-threatening. The other outstanding issue addressed by Bob and Judy's questionnaire was coercion. One of the few marital rules actually written down in the lifestyle is the rule of consensuality, which in theory protects lifestyle spouses against the possibility that either the husband or wife might draw the other into an activity not previously agreed upon. Everyone has the right of refusal, states the boldface typed in Etiquette and Swinging, the handbook of the North American Swing Club Association. The actual sexual activity engaged in by swingers can be as varied as the people involved. Everything, however, is always consensual. And that was an excerpt of The Lifestyle by Terry Gould. If you would like to read more about this, consult The Lifestyle by Terry Gould. This was Zoltan for Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles, a reading from segment. If you have a suggestion of any literature you'd like us to review dealing with pleasures and lifestyles, please let us know now. Send an email to frank@franktalks.com. That's frank@franktalks.com, or visit our website at www.franktalks.com.
Remember to sign up for the Alternative Relationship Choices ARC newsletter and get weekly tips to guide you through polyamory, swinging, and the basics of non-monogamy. We can help you find your ARC, your alternative relationship choice. Sign up at franktalks.com now.